Hello, and welcome to the 5960 podcast for the winter time frame. I'm Tony Hufford, sitting in for a vacationing Tracy Frisbee. Tracy will be back next month, and you'll hear from her in a moment. But first, let's take a look at the agenda for this month's podcast. First, we'll have a report from the Education Committee. Then we'll have a report from the Chairman, and finally, a report from President Louis Rocha. The Education Committee segment is sponsored by the Paint Shop, where everything is bright and shiny.
Santa's just as nice as he could be. There's just one stupid thing that worries me.
It's that time of year again when we all make out our Christmas cards. Here are a few cards from the UAW Local 5960 Education Committee. Happy holidays to Michigan Governor Snyder and his Republican colleagues who have solely put the cost of the roads on the Michigan worker.
Whoa, Santa, easy, take it easy.
Happy New Year to the CVG Commercial Vehicle Group auto parts workers in Piedmont, Alabama, who voted overwhelmingly to join the United Auto Workers. Alabama's factory is one of the company's most profitable facilities. A big yes for union.
Yeah! Woo-hoo! Welcome aboard.
Happy holidays to the UAW Local 833 in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, working for the Kohler Faucet Company. They have been on strike for justice in the workplace since November 16th. We support you in your cause to end Tier 2 wages.
Amen. To that.
Season's greetings to the presidential candidate Donald Trump, who has suggested to close our country's borders to all immigrants. We would like to know what they celebrated for Thanksgiving.
Ooh.
Holiday greetings and welcome to the skilled maintenance workers at Chicago's Bridge and Iron Company in Lockport, Indiana, who for the second time in less than a month rejected vicious anti-union campaigns and voted overwhelmingly to join the UAW. Go Union.
Go Union.
Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, and a joyful Kwanzaa to the International UAW bargaining team and our local bargaining team for two fabulous contracts. Now everybody's going to have a bright holiday. Happy holidays to all of our union brothers and sisters out there. Keep the faith and have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy holidays!
Run, run, Rudolph, you gotta make it to town. If he's in a hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down.
Thanks to the Education Committee for that great report. And now, let's go to the Chairman's report, sponsored by the Body Shop, where all bodies matter.
So we're going to have a slow year in 2016, but 2017 should start to bring everybody that we have back. Right now, as of this moment, the seniority to hold the plant, this is just to hold the plant, is 9/13/2010. That's your plant seniority. So they're going to keep 31 containment jobs in the building. So that top seniority, the 9/13/2010, is the last person that can hold a job in the plant, okay? The next 31 containment jobs are in the plant, but they cannot hold a job, okay? So I don't know how long they're going to keep the containment, but I know it's going to be a while. And then you're going to have your SAP that's going to come up. We got some transfers come up. Then we got core jobs coming in. Body's getting 2, GA's getting 1, quality's getting 1, material 1, and final process is getting an electrical trainer, and 1's coming out of that department. In the DHAM timeline, the last conversation that I had with the personnel director was they were going to take 90 by January 4th, and the next group, they're talking not till sometime in March. So there's going to be a little gap there. But one of the best things I think that came out last week, and I know that the new progression people coming in, now you can get online and you can put in for another facility. So, with our plant being in access, with you being on layoff, guess what? You're the first one on the list. Then we had some trades, had some offers from NEPC offers, Lansing Grand River, there was 6, Romulus there was 2, and then at Warren, those were, and I believe the date that they go would be January 11th of 2016. So there'll be a Sonic facelift for the 27 model year, which will be coming up. And then the Bolt, the SORP, will be October 2016. And with that, I believe that concludes my report.
Thanks to the chairman for that great report. And now, let's hear from the president. This portion of the podcast sponsored by General Assembly, where all things good go together.
And on a note here for January, the membership meeting, we're going to move that to January 10th. So mark that on your calendars there, okay? It will be on January 10th. One thing we need to do, especially coming up to a presidential election year, we need to really get pushing and jumpstart our worker-to-worker program. I'm looking for some help. I'm looking for some volunteers to take this lead on this and get that going. I mean, everyone has always looked at 5960 on how well we do our worker-to-worker, so we are going to get that going. And you know, so recently we went to a CAP conference out in Lansing, and just here in Michigan, I mean, some of the things that they're doing out there, it got to scare you. I mean, we all remember the right-to-work effort that they did and how they slapped us in the face with it. And of course, at that time, one of the discussions was that the state police and the fire department were exempt from that. Well, guess what? Now they're coming after them. One thing that they've been doing is for the straight party ticket, how you can vote straight party in that. So they have efforts to eliminate that, of course. And it's currently, it passed the Senate, yeah. And so now it's going to the Michigan House Election Committee. It's nothing but a scam. They're going to create longer lines. You have the option whether you can vote straight party ticket now or not. You can go in there and check all the box. And what they did was this, as they did with right to work, they put $1 million referendum on it, meaning that you cannot take that now to the citizens of Michigan to vote on it. They blocked it. They locked it in. So they just rammed it right down our throats. So those are some of the things that's happening that we really do need to get the worker back going. With some of these layoffs coming in, and there's been some letters sent out by Cindy Estrada, some of these last couple letters had to deal with if there was some locals out there that had membership laid off. So in our case, for, again, traditional, progressive GM workers being laid off, you give me what they call your claim number from unemployment. And I've talked with unemployment. They will be able to waive that you do not have to go to Michigan Works, okay? They will give you a 45-day waive period. On there, by law, it says that if you are collecting subpay, you don't have to go to Michigan Works. So they would be able to waive it to save that job search is what it's all about, trying to save. And then he'll put it in the system, and you'll be all set for that. So with that concludes my report.
Thanks for tuning into the podcast this month. Don't forget to feel the wheel at uaw5960.org. You can contact the podcast staff anytime at educationcommittee@uaw5960.org. Don't forget, union starts with you, and unity is the foundation for everything that we do. We'll see you next month. I'm Tony Hufford for Local 5960.